Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages and sizes, all nationalities, all distinct members of the YouTube community. How the hell y'all doing today? What the heck are we doing? Well, we're not driving very fast because this driveway here is pretty goddamn rough. But since we got this field back here behind me cut yesterday, and then it rained, what'd we get for rain? Like a tenth and a half. We didn't get a lot, but it rained. Anyway, what are we doing now? Well, we're gonna drive about, what is it? God darn near 5 miles, and we're gonna go do a custom cutting job for a neighbor. They didn't even ask me what it's gonna cost or anything. They just say, come and do it. And I says, yeah, I'll come and do it, but it's gonna be a hell of a lot more than it was last year, like almost double the price, because parts, fuel, everything has doubled in price. Like, sure, I'm running an older friggin' Haybine back there, but the parts in that machine have doubled in price. Sure, I'm running, turn you guys around here in a sec. There, Papa Smurf, and I think I got a pretty good price on Papa Smurf, but it's still, you got to pay for this equipment, right? And we gotta put fuel in this equipment, and we gotta put DEF fluid in this equipment, so all of that's going to drive the price up. We also have to bale this hay that he's got. So net wrap, twine, everything has gone up in price considerably. So what do you do, right? I can't charge him the same price we did last year when everything has gone up in price so badly. Anywho's, but that's what we're going to do. We got, like, it's about a 5-acre piece, so and it's 5 miles away, and then from there we'll backtrack home. I haven't made up my mind fully, but I'm leaning towards taking the rest of that clover field of ours down, just because it is so heavy. It's going to take a long time, and it is starting to, some of it has gone to seed, and it's losing its flower, some of it. Plus, when I look back, when I was cutting, we had hoppers in it, and those sons of guns are going to eat the leaf off of it. So we need to take it down here right away. So I'm leaning towards going back to the clover and working at getting the whole damn field cut down. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. I don't know if it'll be when we go into the custom cut job field, or when we get into our own land again. But wherever we'll be, I'll let you know where we are when we get there later. Alrighty guys, so sorry I didn't bring you along for that little piece that we just cut. It's like 4 acres. It's nice hay, nice horse feed. A little bit of alfalfa, crested wheatgrass, smooth brome, meadow brome. It'd make really nice horse feed, and that's exactly what they want it for. So, but like I said, it's 4 acres. You're constantly turning. It's hard to video in there when you're constantly turning with the Haybine. So anyway, now we're off home. I got just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. So I got 2 choices to make. Do I go straight home, fill up with fuel, or do I go cut for a while and then go home and fill up with fuel? Yeah, I don't know. I could do either, but I'm leaning towards going and cutting. We're gonna cut our clover. The decision's been made. We're gonna finish cutting that field of clover down, because it's gonna take a long time. And with the hoppers chewing on the leaf out there, I want to get on that stuff before the leaf gets chewed off and all I'm left with is sticks and stems. So that's where we're going next. We already did the opening 10 rounds, and I think because it's so heavy, we're just going to continue to cut around and around and around. There's less trampling right on the corner itself, and that's it. And yeah, there's lots of guys that cut around and around and around. So I can cut around and around too. It's not the end of the world. Anyway, when I get back out into that field, I'll bring you guys back. But that's what we're doing here today. Anyways, we're up cutting. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll be baling some stuff. It's all based on, I'll turn you around, them things in the sky. And the more you look that way, the darker it gets. There is a thunderstorm risk for this afternoon, so time will tell. We'll see what happens. Anyway, talk to you later. Alrighty guys, well, we got to the field here, and I cut the road, the one side of the road a little bit on the way down. I don't know if I broke the center sickle out on the custom job or not, because it wasn't plugging or giving me any grief, or if it broke out on the road. But either way, I ended up breaking 2 sickles, and the very end guard on that end, the very end, the top part of the guard was broke out for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's never given me grief, but today it was. So I just got done swapping everything out, and I don't think we're gonna be cutting any of that now. It's actually really coming down. You can see it. Yep. The thunderstorm is coming, and it's hitting us. We're gonna get smacked by that back there. See it coming? So I guess we'll just go home. Here she comes. We'll just go home and yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I know I ain't cutting. Not in this stuff. Story of my life this year. Start cutting, it rains. You stop cutting, and it don't rain. She's getting nasty out. Getting nasty out. But I only got 10 rounds down, and it was just cut. What the hell was that? Day before yesterday. It didn't do a hell of a lot of drying, because hell, it rained yesterday even, right? A little bit. So we'll go home and figure out what the heck, maybe give CP a hand. We're gonna take off for 3 days or so camping here, 5th, 6th, and 7th. We're gonna go to a new location, and I'll post a video of that new location, guaranteed. I did last year. There's no reason why I can't do it again this year. So she's trying to get the camper ready so that we can take off for a couple of days. Be the closest thing to a holiday we get all year probably, but maybe I'll give her a hand with that if she's still working with it, or I don't know. Piss me off. Fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Well, here comes Johnny with a pecker in his hand. Better not be doing that on YouTube. Talk to you later. Yeah, she rained. We got water puddles. How much did it rain? Yard is looking phenomenal. CP's really been looking after the fucking yard. But I bet you we got a 10th anyways. Yep, there it is, right on a 10th. Not a lot, but enough to shut us down. Yesterday we had half a 10th. And the water's running, it just came down really fast. Water was running down here. And we got puddles on the driveway up there. But look at this. Looks awesome. CP's doing a hell of a job looking after this yard, I'll say that much. Anywho, we'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, looky. Blue sky. Kind of sort of blue sky. So that's east, that's south, and hang on tight guys. Now we had that big fucking rain that came through and it dumped a 1/10, and then we had another one which dumped another 1/2. So not huge amounts, but enough to freaking shut us down for the day. But there's that one coming now. Now is that one gonna come and hit us again too? Or is it gonna swing south, or is it gonna swing north? I have no idea. But according to my son, it's coming this way. He was at Moose Jaw. So get ready, I guess, is all I can say. Anyway, great, fun, yeah. Haying season 2022. Alrighty guys, so I've got a flat tire on my camper. We got to get that tire off. So how the hell are you going to change tire? Well, for all of you guys that might live in the city that don't know how to change a tire, first thing you got to do, you got to know how heavy your vehicle is that you're trying to jack up, because you got to jack the vehicle up to get the tire off, guys. Anyways, so the first thing you got to do is know your weight. Now in our case with our camper, I know when it's loaded, it's 8,000 pounds. That's with clothes, water, food, blah, blah, blah. You got 8,000 friggin' pounds. So you divide that by 2,000, which is 4. It gives me 4 ton, okay? So you want to make sure you got a hydraulic jack that's at least has a lifting capacity of at least 10 times more than what you're trying to actually lift. You got to have something that heavy duty, because you don't want to have an accident and a failure. Okay, so over here, we went over to Princess's Auto and we got ourselves this guy here. This is a air over hydraulic 50-ton hydraulic jack. So you're gonna have to go get one of these big bad boys, okay? You need that. So I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna go over to the camper and we're gonna get it set up. And then we'll friggin' bring you all back, okay? Alrighty, guys. So we got our flat tire here. You can see it's been flat, but it's only flat on the bottom side. It's no big deal. So like I said before, you gotta have your jack that'll lift 10 times more than what the camper weighs. So our camper's 4 ton. We gotta make sure we got our hydraulic jack in there. We got our hydraulic jack under there, 50-ton jack. That's more than 10 times, because this camper's only 4 ton. Now before you leave the city, make sure now make sure, you guys, that you stop at your local Milwaukee store, because you got to have these tools to change the freaking tire, guys. Okay? You got to get one of these things. This thread thing, he'll spin the fucking bolts off, left, right, I don't care. You'll just take them right off. It's awesome freaking tool. So this is not that big a deal. And then you got to stop over while you're there. Now this thing might cost you like $500, but it's no big deal. You're going to have lots of flat tires, so you're going to need it in the future, right? So, and then you got to get go over to the local Canadian Tire and get yourself a Stanley Fat Max socket set for changing tires. You got to have this. So there, goes from 11/16 all the way to 7/8. And it gives you this extension even, like just in case it's a deep rim, you know, like maybe a dolly rim or something like that. So yeah, you got to have all these kind of tools to change your tires. And that's not going to fit. And this one probably won't fit either. Nope, see, there, it goes on. By golly, look at that, it fits. So, but yeah, you got to get one of these guys. These are fucking awesome tools. So yeah, it might cost you $500 or $600. The 50-ton jockey's another $200 or $300. This thing is like $75, $80 for this. It's no big deal, guys. It's just a tire. So, and then you freaking go and you put this on here. If I can get it on there. There we go. Oh, wrong way. Make sure you're going the right way, guys. Look at that. Oh, power. Feel the power in your hand. See? See? Easy peasy, guys. Now, before you take them all off, you got to make sure you get your camper jacked up because it could fall on top of you. There. We'll leave one on. Now we got to jack camper up. Get some weight on that jack. And then we can take the last one out and go get the tire fixed. And that's how you change a tire, guys. For all of you guys that don't know how to change a tire, that's how you change a tire. There. What?
What's the torque to put it back on?
What's the torque? Who cares about the damn torque? There's no torquing on this. There's no torque. You just crank them on. You got the big red tool. You just put it on max. Give her the beans. There we go. All the bolts are off. And there, see? Now we just got to jack it up a little more to get the tire all the way off. And that's all that's to it. We'll catch you guys later. Have fun.